Well, good morning once again. Welcome to day 30 of our January journey through the Proverbs. I'm looking at Proverbs 30 and I realized something about this proverb. It wasn't written by Solomon. It was written by someone by the name of Agur, A-G-U-R, the son of Jakeh, J-A-K-E-H. And it's his utterance, and he shared it to someone, friend or foe, I don't know, to Ithiel, Ithiel, and another guy named Ucal. He had some interesting friends or people who he was sharing with. Can't say their names correctly. Who knows? Maybe I need wisdom. But here's the thing I want you to see what he says. He comes to himself. Evidently, he's lived a life, endeavored in whatever way he could to gain and attain. And he looked at life through a certain lens. And once he begins to realize some things, he awakens to the whole world around him. And he begins to see God's wisdom and God's creativity in every area of his life. But here's how it begins. Surely I am more stupid than any man. That's hard to admit. And do not have the understanding of a man, and I never learned wisdom, nor have knowledge of the Holy One. He came to himself. To admit his lack, to admit his need, is the beginning of wisdom as well. And he begins to share things that he's beginning to see when he realizes, number one, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I have great need. He said, I'm the most stupid man in the world. I miss God in all of this. What a revelation for us to come to on whatever level, whether it's just in one particular area. He begins to give insight about what he's learned in verse 5 and 6. Every word of God is pure. He is a shield to those who put their trust in him. Do not add to his words lest he rebuke you and you be found a liar. He's beginning to find God in his revelation and wisdom and revelation in his life. And then he begins to compare things, and he begins to see things in a whole different light. Verse 18, there are three things which are too wonderful for me. And verse 21, for three things the earth is perturbed. Verse 24, there are four things which are little on the earth, but yet they are exceedingly wise. So we find him reevaluating life, even down to the ants and the rock badgers and the locusts and even the little spider. He's finding wisdom everywhere. And then he says, verse 32, if you've been foolish in exalting yourself, if you've devised evil, put your hand on your mouth. Then he says, for as the churning of milk produces butter, and the wringing of the nose produces blood, so the forcing of wrath produces strife. He's learned some things in life. He learned them the hard way, but he learned them. He began to realize that there are things more important than my stuff and my life and what I want. And he said, I'm the stupidest guy in town. In fact, I'm more stupid than any man, and do not have the understanding of a man. I neither learned wisdom nor have knowledge of the Holy One. That doesn't have to be the case with us. It's never too late to learn. It's never too late to gain God's wisdom in every area. Just look around you. He's everywhere. He's with you. Hey, you can see him in the spiders, in the locusts, in the rock badgers, and the ant. God gives wisdom. Got wisdom?